So Diontae Johnson becomes the latest wide receiver to be traded, leading up to Tuesday's trade deadline, going to the Baltimore Ravens in a blockbuster trade here on Tuesday. This is the Fantasy Sports Boss. Hit that subscribe button if you haven't done so already. So the reaction to the Diontae Johnson move to Baltimore, well, it was predictable. Not that he ended up in Baltimore, but that Diontae Johnson was going to get traded. So this is the second time he's been traded now in less than a year, going from the Steelers to the Panthers, and it just never worked out with Carolina. He never, the quarterback situation was a mess. He had a huge game with Andy Dalton when Dalton took over, but that was fleeting. And so now Diontae Johnson gets new life in Baltimore, which, is certainly one of the better locations for him to end up on. In terms of talent, Diontae Johnson has wide receiver one talent. He has always been near the top of the league in instant separation off the line of scrimmage. I know he drops more passes than you would like, but he, again, very quick in and out of his cuts. Instant separation, big play guy. He's been a PPR dynamo since coming into the NFL, at least during his time with Pittsburgh. And again, now he will see a sizable boost in value, but there is a cap to that value. So he's going to a Baltimore team that is still very run heavy, not only with quarterback Lamar Jackson, but MVP candidate Derrick Henry, who is basically a touchdown a week given and is running all over the place, showing no signs of wear and tear at his age. So this is still a major part of this Ravens offense. In addition, he's part of a receiving tree that has Zay Flowers, who's a top wide receiver 2 talent. Rashad Bateman, who runs hot and cold, but is a big play threat. And then Mark Andrews, who after a quiet start to the season is really piling up the touchdowns the last 3 weeks. And of course has been a favorite of Lamar Jackson's over the years. So there is no obvious spot here for Diontae Johnson to be a wide receiver one, right? I do think his presence does also diminish the output on Zay Flowers and Mark Andrews, makes them a little bit more volatile on a week-to-week basis. But Johnson in this offense should be a mid-wide receiver 2. I think Zay Flowers drops to mid-wide receiver 2. I think those two guys trade the big weeks among the wide receivers for the Ravens. And Mark Andrews pretty much, I think, a slight dial back in targets, but he's still going to be a big red zone guy. So let me know what you think about this move. Post in the comments below, and of course, hit that subscribe button.